everybody. Happy fall. Welcome to my channel, Catskill Mountain Homebody. My name is Amy. As you can see behind me, I still have some Halloween stuff up. It is the day after Halloween, which this year falls on a Saturday, which is kind of perfect because I can spend all weekend taking down my Halloween decorations. And in my house, we move on to Thanksgiving decorations because I love the orange in the fall and I want it to last as long as possible. So I don't go into Christmas decorations until Thanksgiving weekend after Thanksgiving. That's when I take the tree out and do the Christmas decorations. In the meantime, I'm going to be taking down all the spooky stuff and putting up some Thanksgiving themed things, turkey themed decorations, and leaving up everything that's just pumpkin-y and fall, because I have a lot of leaves and pumpkin stuff up that I'm going to leave up. But we're going to make the house even more orange. We're going to get rid of the black and the green, and we're going to put up all the warm Thanksgiving vibes. I love November for many reasons. One big reason is that my husband and I got married Thanksgiving weekend in 1999. So this year we're going to be celebrating our 26th wedding anniversary, which is exciting. That'll be toward Thanksgiving. And my niece Emma's birthday is in November, and I have to wrap and mail her gifts, which I'm going to do this weekend also. And my son's girlfriend Sam's birthday is in November. So we have some birthdays in November. We have our anniversary in November and Thanksgiving, which is my favorite holiday. I should say, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays, which is the reason why I got married Thanksgiving weekend. I love Thanksgiving. I always knew as a little kid that if I got married, I would want to get married after Thanksgiving, like the Saturday after Thanksgiving, which is exactly when I got married. And I knew that from when I was a child because I love Thanksgiving. I love everybody getting together without the pressure of gifts. Not that I don't love Christmas, but Christmas is a lot of pressure because you got to have gifts. Thanksgiving's just the food and having fun. So let me tell you about my Thanksgiving plans in this video. So we are hosting Thanksgiving. I always host Thanksgiving, but not everybody always comes over. But this year we are having company. I did order a Thanksgiving game from Amazon. I always like to do games when I host, when people come over for holidays. At Christmas time, I always do Christmas bingo. This year, I ordered a different game. It's kind of like a true-false game based on Thanksgiving. And I will eventually wrap prizes, which I haven't gathered all my prizes yet. But it was fun after dinner to kind of gather around before we have dessert and do a few Thanksgiving games. So I will show you that sometime in this video. In the meantime, I have pulled most of my Halloween decorations down, so let me show you. I just started piling all my Halloween decorations on the dining room table. So this is not everything. Some things I've already put away upstairs. But this is some of my Halloween decorations that I still need to pull away. This is just the scary stuff. Chipper's, of course, going to keep me company all day today, right, Chipper? Tomorrow he gets his monthly bath. You get to go take a bath tomorrow, and I'm scrub all your little wrinkles. Are you excited about a bath? I've started pulling all my stuff down from the living room. I have to do a good dusting. I'm not quite done pulling all my Halloween stuff down, but most of it's gone. All right. I have a little change that I made to my television room, my TV room, which is right off the kitchen. I've made videos. I've given a tour of it before on videos. In this house, I didn't want to put the TV in the formal living room. I wanted that to just be living room, dining room without television. Because the way that this fireplace is set up, I wanted the gathering sofas and chairs to be around the fireplace, not around a TV. I think the former owners had a TV behind, on the wall next to the fireplace, but they didn't have any seating. So it was just awkward. So I said, I'm going to make this was their office. I turned it into a TV room. I made a little change in there. I'll try to find old video of what it was, but there's a reason why I made a change in there. By the way, I call it my TV womb because it's so cozy and warm in that room. And the couch is very comfortable. It's old, but it's very comfortable. And I love cuddling in there in the morning and watching the Today Show and having my coffee, and that's my little womb. My husband also likes to go in there at night and watch financial shows that he likes to watch. And he gets the blanket. He also he calls it the womb also because it's very like cozy room. All right, so let me tell you a little story and show you what we did in the TV room. Okay, this is the TV room. My son and his girlfriend got me that Christmas blanket with all the dogs on it, which is very, very warm and cozy, and I love putting it on me. This is a couch an old couch we bought in early 2000s, but it's so comfortable, I never want to get rid of it. I used to have a side table here that the cable box sat on, but Joe and I bought this electric fireplace from Lowe's. Isn't that so pretty? So this fireplace was from Lowe's. It was not expensive. And the reason we bought it, we kind of ran out and bought it one day on a whim. And the reason we bought it is because the heat on the main floor of this house stopped working. And we called the heating people to come, and they had a lot of heat emergencies because once it gets cold, people realize their heat doesn't work. And they had a lot of customers that had heat emergencies. And because our heat was still working on the other floors of our house, this wasn't an emergency. I mean, it wasn't comfortable, but we weren't freezing to death. We had to wait 2 weeks for them to come and fix the heat. And it was cold, we had frost. It does look very nice in this room. It's very cozy, and it's so much better than the other piece of furniture we had, which I'll try to find video of that from old videos I've made. I'll try to find a video of what we used to have in here. But you can see it's much better. This is much better, and it's very cozy. I put it on in the morning when I come in here, and it warms the room up. And you can set it on a timer. So I usually put it on a 3-hour timer. You can set the heat level, or you can just have the fireplace on without the heat. So I'm going to decorate it for Thanksgiving. So let's do that first, because I'm kind of excited about it. It does look adorable. Of course, I'm gonna be decorating it for all my seasons. But I ordered something to use on it for Thanksgiving, so let's do that now. This guy's cool because he's got sunglasses on. So I thought this would be cute on the front of the fireplace. I gotta find something to hook it on with. It shouldn't be hard for me to find something to hook this on with. Okay, we're ready for Thanksgiving. Alright, I had to put a couple nails on top of the mantle. But I'm going to be putting garland on there for every season probably, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think you can really see the nails anyway. Alright, that was the first thing I put up for Thanksgiving. Now, let me put away all my Halloween decorations. I got to pull up all the boxes from the basement. And then we will start putting out all of the Thanksgiving decorations. All right, I'm taking a break in the TV room with Chipper. I have put away all of my Halloween stuff, and half the day is gone. I started putting up Thanksgiving things, and I have a grateful pillow. Alright, I turned the heater off because it was loud on the fireplace, and I just left the fireplace on. I'm taking a break. Thank you for joining me, by the way. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you to those who have already subscribed. Welcome back. It won't take me long to put the rest of my Thanksgiving decorations up, I don't think. And then everything will be good until Thanksgiving weekend. And then Thanksgiving weekend I will start taking out my Christmas decorations. That's going to be a 3-day ordeal because I have many, many Christmas decorations. I'm tired. I got up at 6:30 this morning. Although I did sit in here and watch the news, drink my coffee. I went on my laptop and did some schoolwork this morning. I bought something new to put in my fireplace as decoration for Thanksgiving Christmas, and I'll probably leave it in there through Valentine's Day. And it's a candelabra, and I bought battery-powered candles. Okay, I bought this 9-candle candelabra that I'm going to put inside this fireplace, because we don't make a fire in our fireplace, because Joe doesn't want to clean it up. And neither do I. Plus it stinks. I know it's nice and cozy. It's nice and cozy if somebody makes the fire for you, but I don't want to be the one to clean the fireplace. It's a pain in the neck. So instead of a real fire, we're going to put fake candles in there. Okay, I ordered this candle set from Amazon. All right, so let's start taking all the candles out of the box, and I need to put batteries in them all. Okay, these are the candles. They're in these little red holders. So let me put the batteries in them and we'll see how they work. Okay, these are really pretty. I like how there's light around the candles and the candles. Now, the back one, I don't have enough batteries, so I have to add batteries for the back candle. And this candle is very dim because the batteries are old. And the other ones have new batteries in them. So those 2 candles, I'm going to need to replace the batteries or put batteries in them. But I'm not going to do that today because I'm not going to the store. So I'll do that next week. And I'm going to leave these in here through Valentine's Day because they're red. On to more decorations. Called Fact or Foul, and it's a true-false game. It's like a little cards, and they have true-false questions on them about Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving-themed true-false questions. I'm only going to read one question. Ready? Jingle Bells was first a Thanksgiving song. Is that fact or foul? Was Jingle Bells first a Thanksgiving song? What do you think? True or false? It's fact, which I would have gotten wrong on this game. So, this is the game we're going to play on Thanksgiving after dinner, and I have prizes. I'll show you one of the prizes came today, too. That's going to be one of the prizes, because everybody loves turkey socks. Come on, they're so cute. A lot of the prizes I'm going to give away are like lottery scratch-off cards, candy, edible things, but I have a couple funny things like this that I'm going to give away. Yay! I love Thanksgiving games. Okay, I got to put this away, and I'm going to work on the kitchen table next. To mention that because I knew I was going to be decorating all day, I made a crock pot recipe. I made barbecue pork loin. I'm going to shred that after it's done cooking, and we're going to have barbecue pork loin sandwiches for dinner. And I'll whip up some side dishes. So dinner is ready, which is nice. Because on a day like today, I don't really want to cook. All right, this is how we're looking in the living room. I'll give you guys a evening tour later, but it is coming together. I got the dining room done. I got the living room pretty much done. The candles look really cute in the fireplace. And I have my thankful sign up and my Julius's owl from when he was a little boy that I put up every Thanksgiving. TV womb is looking adorable. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. I have been at it all day, and I'm tired. And I think I'm gonna take a break. But I'm gonna give you guys a walkthrough at dusk when it looks a little bit more cozy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you love November as much as I do. I made a video a couple years ago about the reasons why I love the month of November. Maybe I'll put that at the end of the video. All right, I am going to relax. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.